Welcome back to the channel. Liam here, and in today's video we're doing an unbox and review of the Ricoh Pentax WG-8 adventure camera. The Pentax WG-8 is one of the latest in Ricoh Imaging's line of rugged adventure cameras that are built tough and able to withstand the outdoors and harsh environments. Now, for full transparency, Ricoh did not send me this camera. I bought this with my own money from Tony at Southeastern Cameras in Raleigh, North Carolina. The toughest of the Pentax WG series of cameras, the WG-8 boasts outstanding waterproof, shockproof, and cold resistance performance. It is waterproof to a depth of 20 meters, shockproof against a fall from heights of 2.1 meters, and able to operate in temperatures as low as -10 Celsius. It has a host of advanced features and user-friendly design and functions, including a multi-application ring light ideal for close-up macro photography and webcam capability. Its heavy-duty construction ensures that the WG-8 performs superbly and dependably in harsh, demanding outdoor conditions and on work sites. So let's go ahead and open the box and take a look at what we get inside. First, we have the manuals and paperwork included in the very top here. Next, we have under the primary flap, we have the camera itself. Then we have a battery over here. On the bottom of this compartment here, we have the wall brick, as well as a USB A to C cable. We have a small wrist lanyard. And over here, we have the ring space adapter for macro photography. Now, let me go ahead and set the box over there, get it out of the way. So let's go ahead and take a look at the controls on the camera itself. On top, we have the power button. We have a shutter button, and we have the PSAM dial for different shooting modes. On the back, next to the screen, we have the telephoto and wide zoom in and out rocker for wide and telephoto shots. There is an adjustment button that can be programmed, and by default, when in stills mode, pressing it will start and stop movie recording. Now, on the back, there's also a play button. That's right under the rocker for zoom and wide for viewing any of your stills or playback of any of your video clips. Next, we have a four-way D-pad that offers drive and up control, flash and left control, down and focus control, right and GPS control. In the center of the D-pad, we have the OK button. And then at the bottom, we have on the left-hand side the menu. And then on the other side, we have a green/delete button for deleting images and the sensor for the optional remote control unit, which I'll talk about in a moment. On the sides of the camera, all we have are the connection points for a strap or the lanyard to attach. Now, on the bottom of the camera, we have a 1/4 20 for mounting to tripods and monopods, and we have the release for the battery door, which is where the DB110 battery goes. So let me go ahead and put that in there. We'll pop that in its slot. Over here we have, next to the battery, a single UHS-1 SD card slot. The camera can take SD, SDHC, and SDXC cards up to 1 terabyte maximum capacity. It has 27 megabytes of internal storage, and you can also use a flash air card for wireless transfer. Now, in this compartment, we also have the USB-C charging/data port, as well as the micro HDMI port for video out. So let me go ahead and close that back up. Items on the front of the camera include a microphone on this side, as well as the AF assist light. And then we have another microphone on this side, as well as a flash. Down here we have the speaker, we have the LED ring light around the lens, and we also have another remote control receiver on the front for that optional remote control that I mentioned before. Now let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. This is the optional remote control for the camera. It is also rugged and waterproof, dustproof. It is the RC, I think it says RC1, and it has a shutter button, a mode button, and a function button. And I'll demonstrate how it works a little bit later on. Now this camera is equipped with a Pentax fixed lens, which has 11 elements in 9 groups with 5 spherical elements. The focal length is 5 to 25 millimeters, which is equivalent to 28 to 140 millimeters in 35 millimeter full frame equivalent. The maximum aperture is f3.5 on the wide end of the zoom and f5.5 on the telephoto end of the zoom range. Now speaking of zoom, the optical portion is 5 times and the digital is 8.1 times, so you get quite a bit of reach for such a small compact camera. It has motion blur reduction built in called Pixel Track SR for stills with high sensitivity anti-shake mode called Digital SR. The movie shake reduction modes are called Movie SR and Movie SR Plus, which use cropping into the sensor a bit to help reduce shake while filming. The aspect ratios available are 4:3, 3:2, and 1:1. The focus system is a 9-point AF with spot AF and auto tracking AF as well. The focus lengths are as follows. For standard, it is 0.5 meters to infinity or 1.64 feet to infinity for the entire zoom range. Macro is 0.1 to 0.6 meters or 0.33 to 1.97 feet for the entire zoom range. And 1 centimeter macro is 0.01 to 0.3 meters or 0.03 to 0.98 feet middle zoom position. Infinity for landscape with pan focus as well as manual focus abilities. Now this camera's sensor is a 1/2.4 inch CMOS sensor with the number of effective pixels being 20 megapixels in total, so it's not too shabby, especially when you consider I shot professional motorsports for ages with Canon 1D bodies, which were also 20 megapixels. Now, for shooting video, this camera is capable of 4K 30 frames per second, as well as 1920 and 1280. ISO sensitivity is ISO 125 to ISO 6400 and offers both auto and manual mode for the ISO settings for both videos and stills. White balance modes are auto daylight, shade, tungsten light, fluorescent light, white light, warm white, ring light, and manual. The rear display is an LCD that is 3 inches in size with a 3:2 aspect ratio. That is 1040K dots with AR coding. So it's not the highest resolution LCD, but it's sufficient to get the job done. For brightness outdoor settings, it has +2 stops of brightness control. Now the WG-8 offers metering in both multi-segment, center weighted, as well as spot metering modes. The exposure compensation is ±2 EV in 1/3 EV steps. There are many different shooting modes, and I won't go into all of them, but of course it has the standard auto, program, scene, landscape, flower, as well as macro on the top, which is shown as the little microscope icon here, a digital microscope. Now Ricoh Pentax has equipped this camera with face detection AF with AF and AE for all modes up to 30 faces. It also has smile capture, self-portrait assist plus smile capture, and blink detection. The camera is also equipped with pet face detection up to 1 animal. Playback modes are numerous as well, with slideshow, image rotation, and various filter options, just to name a few. The shutter speed is from 1/4,000th of a second to 1/4 of a second mechanical and electronic shutter, 4-second at most, as well as a night scene mode setting. Built-in flash details include flash on and off modes, as well as red eye reduction, and the flash range for wide is 0.2 to 5.5 meters, or 0.66 to 18 feet on ISO auto, and for telephoto it is 0.2 to 3.5 meters, or 0.66 to 11 feet on ISO auto. Battery life for this camera is 340 shots for stills, SEPA rating, and playback is about 260 minutes. For ruggedness, the camera is JIS Class 8 waterproof and JIS Class 6 for dustproof, and can be submerged in water up to 20 meters. And you can see here that it has a heavy-duty rubber seal inside the compartment door here where the battery goes. Now, the Pentax WG-8 measures 118.2 by 65.5 by 33.1 millimeters, or 4.7 by 2.6 by 1.3 inches, and it has a total weight with the battery and SD card of 242 grams. GPS includes US as well as Russian GLONASS, and displays latitude, longitude, UTM, MGRS with GPS log, lock time adjustment, data imprint, and UTC data imprint as well. The electronic compass offers either cardinal or degrees, or both cardinal and degrees at the same time. And as I mentioned before, one final trick this little gem has is it can also be used as a 4K web camera as well when connected to a USB-C cable. So you can use it for video calls or shooting videos for social media. Still image modes on the camera include bright, standard, vibrant, slide film, and black and white. Now let me go ahead and show you how the remote control works here. So we're going to go ahead and turn the camera on, and you're going to press the drive mode, which is up on the D-pad, and go down to the first remote control option. And if we do that, that allows us to take a picture, and it'll snap pretty much immediately. If we go back into it again and select the second remote shutter option, it has a 3-second delay before it actually snaps the photo, as you can see there. So pretty cool. The remote control is definitely handy. So let's go ahead and take a look at some images I captured with the Pentax WG-8. We had a couple of days this week in the 60s, so I took advantage of that in order to go outside and get some fantastic shots with this little gem of a camera. As you can see, although the Ricoh Pentax WG-8 is not as high a sensor in sensor tack as a full-frame camera, you can still get some fantastic images with it, and the macro capabilities are better than anything else on the market, to be perfectly honest. So if you're looking for a super tough adventure camera and want something more substantial in the hands than a micro-size action camera, then look no further than the Ricoh Pentax WG-8. With its waterproof, dustproof, and shockproof capabilities, as well as cold weather temperature capabilities, this is definitely one tough and rugged little camera. And if you want to pick up one of these for yourself, you can find a link down below in the description, as well as a separate link for the remote control that I showed you earlier, You can pick either one of these up for yourself. Now, when I bought my WG-8, the price at the time was $3.99, but I see they have gone up recently, possibly due to tariffs. I don't know. But currently, B&H is showing them at $4.79, as well as I believe they're $4.79 on Amazon as well. So they did go up about $80 in price. And again, the optional remote control that I have here is only $30 on Amazon. So not bad at all to get this little gem of a remote control to use with this particular camera. I really like having the remote, and it can come in handy for both stills and videos. So with its waterproof, dustproof, shockproof construction, you can take this little gem with you anywhere, and it easily fits into a pocket, whether it's your jacket pocket or something like that, or you can put it in a small camera bag. Whatever the case may be, you can take it with you anywhere on your outings and not worry about the camera getting damaged or destroyed very easily, because it is extremely tough and rugged. All right, that's going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching this. Please remember to subscribe down below, turn on all notifications, and I will see you all in my very next video next Sunday.